Hold on. There we go, and now there's the game too. Alright, hey, I was having trouble deciding what to play today. Obviously, as I said yesterday, I could have continued A Link to the Past, but I thought... I don't know, I thought I'd rather play something else, something new. Something I haven't played before, I should say, because this isn't exactly new anymore. And while I was perusing, to borrow one of the words used in this menu, the list of games that I have on various systems and services, I stumbled upon, or rather across, Anodyne 2, which is the sequel of, you guessed it, Anodyne, which I played a long time ago. I think it's, as I recall, it's also kind of a bit of a Zelda-ish game with like a somber atmosphere and stuff. And this game came out a couple of years ago. I don't remember when exactly. But I was gonna play it, but somehow never did. So now's the time. The best time. To finally do it. We could join the fan club. And do other things. Let's check the settings real quick. Full screen, yep. All looks great. Invincibility, huh? You can just play with more health or invincibility, that's nice. Seems great. Let's take a quick look at the manual. Because I think there's a slight chance that this game does some, you know, funky stuff where maybe there's some secrets hidden in the manual or something. Oh. That opens a website. Let's not do that then. Let's also not join the fan club. Why the fuck not just click on it? Yep, that's also a website that it opens. Discord. Follow the creators, credits. Well, then let's just get into the game, shall we? Baboom. Number 2. Use this file, yes. It is a 3D game, as far as I know. A warm breeze fills the air. A paper floats by and comes to rest on the ground. Hello, Fiber. Yes, that's how it works. We never have any other contact other than this string. It is a letter. It reads, Summer 2019. Dear player, is that me? Are they talking about me? Are they talking to me? How did they know I'd be here? That's magical. Thank you for playing Anodyne 2, Return to Dust. It is somewhat of a spiritual successor. It has narrative and thematic ties to the first Anodyne, but features a completely new world and characters. That is to say, the two games can be enjoyed in any order. At times, the world of Anodyne 2 may be a strange or confusing place, but at its heart it is a story of human struggles and relationships. Now, come on, let us go on a curious and wonderful journey together. Melos Hantani and Marina Kitaka, I think they are the main people behind this game. Figure with stringed instrument. Some say that life is a circle. Madness. All things grow from a point, a center. Everything to come was already here. It melts out from a tiny capsule, like a sponge in bloom. I think it was like a Zelda-type game with a somber atmosphere. I think. It's been a while. The beauty is to witness the true shape of the primordial point, its fractals unfurled to their limits, the atomic indivisible tips of its tentacles. Time, after all, is a looking glass, an illusion, and yet the truest way to see ourselves. You got anything to say about that? Figure with beautiful voice. A stunning words as always, friend. But let's not get too ahead of ourselves. The one we are here to meet is barely a baby, not yet hatched. We must lead her gently into the bright light of the world. I mean, that's something you can know, I'd say. Oh look, our precious Nova seems to be stirring. The following are the first words that Nova will ever hear. In time, the contents of the speech will fade into obscurity, but she will never forget first hearing this voice. It's, you know, it's one of those things that you look into and then you see things. Ah yes, this voice. So fragrant, so beautiful, that Nova felt like crying. Had she been blessed with tear ducts, perhaps she would have. I don't think that's true. You may have forgotten how hard it is when you first realize that you exist. Nova certainly felt that now, but when she heard this creature speak, she thought, perhaps it might be worth it. Nova, can you hear me? Take a deep breath, my darling. Then open your eyes. But I don't wanna. From the darkness, an orange glow, and from the silence, the crashing of waves. Yeah, the speech text surely caught all that perfectly. The crashing of waves. Is that me? No, shaking her head, I guess that's not me. There she is, still a little woozy, are you? Don't worry, it's natural to feel disoriented when you first gain consciousness. Child, your name is Nova, and you are an extraordinary creature with a unique ability to shrink to microscopic sizes. It will come in quite handy, as you'll soon see. My name is Palisade, and I'm here with C. Psalmist. Together, we will serve as your caretakers and your guides. Okay. Palisade, the shield. That sweet voice. Definitely lifts. Will fight for you. Cool. C. Psalmist. The musician. Dedicated songwriter. Awkward around kids. Kind of a nerd. Mommies? Caretakers and guides. Would you like to say hello to Nova, C. Psalmist? Is it Psalmist or Psalmist? Is the P silent in that word or not? I'm not sure. Greetings, young Nova. It is I, C. Psalmist. Okay. I'm speaking to you from outside of your egg. I know what a psalm is. I just didn't know how to pronounce it. It's the same word in German, so that's, you know. It's not a name from a Bible. It's like a text, a kind of text from I guess the Bible. From outside of your egg. Space, after all, is an illusion. It could be likened to a looking glass. A looking glass is a mirror, by the way. Hey, there it is. I used to think it was a telescope or a microscope. That's not... I thought it was one of those other things. You know, some kind of tube-shaped object, yeah. Thank you for that enlightening clarification, C. Psalmist. Yeah, the writing's pretty neat, isn't it? Now, Nova, as C. Psalmist mentioned, you are currently inside of your egg. In order to hatch and truly begin your life, you will ride the hatch line monorail that leaves from the top of the hill. Ah, but you can only leave if you have obtained the sacred Glandilock seed. For now, you may think of the Glandilock seed as your guide, as your ticket to ride. It is my ticket to ride. First, speak to the 3 yolk figures. Each yolk will give you a special item that will prepare you to host a Glandilock seed. Then speak to the Chalaza tree at the highest point on the island. She's got a ticket to ride, but she don't care. I can guess at some meanings there, but I guess I don't know the de facto meaning that you might be referencing. Highest point of the island. Go get him, Nova. Use the left stick to move around. On keyboard? I'm not on keyboard, I'm not an idiot! Press Q to change the camera angle and ER to change the camera distance. With controller, use the right stick and rear shoulder triggers to move the camera. Press A to jump. You can jump a second time while in mid-air. After a jump, keep holding A to slow your fall. To change controls, graphics quality and gameplay options, press the menu button to open the pause menu. Sorry to tell you all that at once. If you forget anything, check the settings menu controls section. Yes, I'm playing on PC. Because I owned the game on Epic Games. Not sure if I bought it at some point or if it was part of the free games thing. I don't think so. First, speak to the 3 yolk figures. Each yolk will give you a special item. And speak to the great Chalaza, that tree-like figure at the highest point of the island. You've got this, Nova. Okay. Hello there, Mr. Person of Yolk. The strange figure is silent. Is it alive? Nova wonders. Nonetheless, its gaze beckons her. Enter my round golden pate, it seems to say. Ye shall find a part of this complete breakfast. The yolk and Nova's fate begin to resonate. The presence of a new nanopoint is in the air. Spark this being and reveal its nanopoint. Shrink forth, nano cleaner Nova. Okay. Interact with the environment by firing off a spark. Press X to shoot a spark at the yolk. You can enter the nanopoint by shooting the spark repeatedly. Okay. Wow. I'm in. Oh hey. Yolk of Yummy. I think this was roughly the style of the first game. What's wrong, little buddy? Why are you spinning around like that? Yolk Wonder the Yolk Robe. Wowee! Our very own cleaner has come to visit. Oh gosh, and I'm the first nano friend here. See, boy howdy, gotta keep it together and remember my lines. Yolk Wonder the Yolk Robe. I hope she comes over here and presses Y to talk to me. But first I'm gonna talk to this thing. Welcome. Rocks are surprisingly diverse and come in a number of shapes and sizes, though by divine fate, many of the rocks here look the same. Be sure to talk to all of us. Okay. Hey there, Nova! You've shrunk inside the microscopic interior of the Yolk of Yummy, the most important yolk of the day. Here you'll find provisions to keep your future Glandilock seed happy and healthy. Okay. Maybe I should talk to you again. Hey there, Nova! Okay, no, it's the same. What's this? A checkpoint? Nova will love your center berry burst cereal because it contains trace amounts of 17 micronutrients in center recommended rations. And Glandilock seed will love its patented crunchity cool taste. Okay. That's all very important info, I'm sure. Yes, I am interested in that game. Sure. I was considering... So buying it costs like $30, I think. And but you also get that game and a bunch of other games if you have the new PlayStation thing, PlayStation Plus Extra, which would cost me about $30 extra a year. So if I wanted that game, I guess that might be the way to do it. So I've been considering that, because that would also come with the, like for example, another game that's in there that I would like to play is the Spider-Man Miles Morales thing, and some other stuff. So it might be worth considering. But for now, I'm not playing it right now. Clearly. Yes, I played that game and liked it. Oh, Spider-Man's like the one superhero I actually like. Like pretty much the only one. Probably because I grew up with him, and unlike Batman and Superman, which never really vibed with me that much, I just really liked Spider-Man. What if we had a glandular seed of our very own? Eep, never mind me, we may talk a big game in the yolk of yummy, but the development of delicious and nutritious crispy puffed comestibles is all we know. I don't know what a comestible is. Whoa. Block puzzles. Block pushing puzzles. There are some colorful rock-like obstructions blocking your path. Try using your nano vacuum to suck stuff out of the way. Hold X to suck in objects. Press X to shoot them back out. Boom! Ah. Wait, can I also absorb the green ones? I can. Well, that makes things a little easier. Sometimes rocks get in the way, but other times they can be very helpful. Don't paint every rock with a broad brush, is all I'm saying. Unless you paint them really cool. A lady at my church painted a rock so it looked like a tiger with the little whiskers and everything. Pretty neat. Yes, that sounds pretty neat. Congratulations, you are truly deserving of our greatest glandular food. Cartoon characters will suffer many fraught encounters due to the high quality of our center berry burst cereal. But we can tell you we can tell you will be all good, steward of your glandular seed. Thank you for your trust in me. Okay. Ba-boom. Noah found the Centerberry Burst cereal, one of the 3 elements of nurturing. With it, a glandular seed have all the carbs it needs to make a home in Nova's head. In my head. I don't know, actually, if this is like the main part of the game or 3D is more important, or if they're like on equal terms. I didn't even know this game had a 2D portion like this before playing it. Wah, and we are out of there. The Albumen Shore is what this place is called, apparently. Whee! Water, can I just swim out of here? Bye, suckers! No. Look at me making shortcuts like a boss. The second yoke figure sways in the breeze with a profound sense of chill. Dude, it seems to say, ride in the milky waves. The yoke and Nova's fate begin to resonate. The presence of a new nanopoint is in the air. Spark this being and reveal its nanopoint. Shrink forth, nano cleaner Nova. Brap. And back into the 2D realm we go, I guess. Yoke of Sippy. Hello there, friend. Yo, Nova, welcome to the Yoke of Sippy. Some people say that a glandular seed ought to drink 8 dewdrops of our homemade sippy yolk milk per cell cycle, but we here in the sippy zone think you can chill with the math and just go with the flow. That sounds nice. Found a checkpoint, that's nice. The glandular seed is like a direct line to the center, you dig? Just keep your mind open, you know, and the answers will find you. Thank you. I needed to hear that. Wanted. Dust virus, Mr. Spiky. Yes, definitely. He may just sit there, but this virus has been shouting some very rude comments at our poor Yolkrobes. Try shooting a block at him, and be sure to suck up any dust he might leave behind. Oh no. Hey, you're not gonna... Well, they're not saying anything rude to me, so maybe they're not so bad, but that's a fucking destroy him. Because I'm a murderer at heart. Maybe it's like an alternate retelling of Billy Hatcher. Nothing like a little sippy yolk milk to make those glandular tendrils grow deep and strong. Just ride that high, Nova. Ride that high. Okay. Wanted. Dust virus. Mild-tempered slime. Don't be fooled by their adorable gooey exteriors. If left unchecked, these pesky ruffians can cause serious illness in the body of their host. Unlike Mr. Spiky, they are safe to vacuum up. Oh, well. Cool, I guess. But that didn't give me one of those crystal thingamajigs that I collected from the other 3 enemies. Oh well. Hey, here we are. Nova, you made it to the yolk milk, of course. You just relax and let it flow, am I right? Of course. How else could I possibly have gotten here? Noah found the sippy yolk milk, one of the 3 elements of nurturing. With it, a glandular seed will have all government-approved nutrients needed to spread far and wide inside Nova's head. I actually did. I talked to the first NPC I'd met twice, and it just repeated the thing. So now I just assume that NPCs just talk to you once and that's it. Anything down there? Doesn't seem like it. I can already see the next yoke. But how about I be a rebel and just look at this thing first? Hello there, thing. Oh, I can save the game here. Your game was successfully saved. I don't think I know about that one. Yo, bro. The final yoke figure seems to gaze upon Nova with a warm yet analytical eye. Yes, it seems to say. A perfect host in need of a perfect reguloid. Then the yoke and Nova's fate begin to resonate. The presence of a new nanopoint is in the air. Spark this being and reveal its nanopoint. Shrink forth, nano cleaner Nova. Okay. Pew pew pew. Yoke of Cozy. Hello, friend. Welcome to the Yoke of Cozy. Yes. Are you feeling comfortable? Yes. We have carefully trained these reguloids to adapt the local atmosphere to your body's precise partialities. Temperature, salinity, acidity, lugubrity. Don't know what that is. Lugubrity? And so forth. See, I'll talk to him again, and there's a skip button, and it's going to say the same thing. Wonder if those things are enemies. Let's talk to this guy first. Yes, yes, yes. A little cereal, a little yolk milk, yes, such things are quite necessary. However, as the old saying goes, glandular seed cannot live on ingestion alone. Of course. Foolish would it be. I guess I'll just walk into you. Woof woof. Translation. Temperature 36 degrees. Yoken height. 36 degrees yoken height. Good to know that that's the condition. Wow, look at us. We have choice as to where to go this time. Let's go here first, because that's just closer to where I am. A chasm separates you and those darn dust viruses. You're too far away to suck them up, but perhaps there's another way to get rid of them. If only there were such a thing. Did I do it? Stay there so I can collect these things. Okay, I guess they don't despawn quickly, if at all. Cargo, okay. Hello there, buddy. Woof or woof. Woo. Translation. Air humidity level 5%. Success rate for a fish trying to breathe. 5% success rate for a fish trying to breathe. Cute. Kick naked dudes. I see, yes, that makes perfect sense. Oh, maybe I should have... Ouch! Watch it! You're gonna chip my paint! If you want me to open, take out your aggression on the dust viruses instead. Okay, okay. But first I gotta... Okay. I see. I guess I have to approach from the right. And clear that one out. That's where we started, right? Pretty sure. Right, if I talk to you, yep. Ah! No! I got hit for the first time. I'm gonna shoot a guy with another guy. Yeah. And then I'm gonna take care of this little buddy. Ta-da! Woof woofer. Translation: golden summer light, dappled by oak leaves, the scent of freshly bruised crabgrass and dandelions. An unexpected cool breeze drifts in from across the lake. A twainy rabbit sits up and sniffs before hopping into the bushes. I see, yes, of course. Well, inside here, the Geneva Convention can't see me, so... yes, indeed. It is time for you to have reguloids of your very own. How beautiful to become a home. May your head always be a safe and warm resting place for the precious glandular seed. Yes, yes, yes. Nova found a reguloid. Personal edition. Another one of the 3 elements of nurturing. The reguloid will adapt Nova's head into the perfect environment for a thriving glandular seed. Great. I'm sure there's nothing sinister about any of this head stuff. Let's save again. Anything down here before I go and do whatever this is? No? Okay, okay. I'll just stand on this important looking pedestal. Ah, Nova. After all this time, we meet at last. Solar Ash. I did play Hyperlight Drifter. Solar Ash rings a bell, but I'm not sure I played it. Ah, Nova, eh? What were we talking about? Oh, right. Huh. I am the ancient Chalais tree, keeper of the sacred knowledge of the Albumen's shore. From the day you washed up on our shores, I have chronicled your journey, and oh, what a journey it has been. Reflect with me upon those sweet and daring stories that now drift upon the hazy river of the past. Uh-huh. Do you remember the blustery, cereal-obsessed yoke of yummy inhabitants? The laid-back denizens of the yoke of Sippy? How about those kind and conscientious caretakers of the yoke of Cozy? I don't remember any of that. What are you talking about? Ah, I have laughed, I have cried, I have prayed for wisdom to bless your decisions. Your thunderous triumphs and your arduous struggles shall be etched into my branches for all eternity. And now you have arrived here, at the pinnacle of Mount Vitaline, from which one can survey the furthest reaches of this expanse of land. Have you the 3 elements of nurturing? Yep. Ah, wonderful. Then my epoch of anticipation is complete. Nova, I grant to you the Glandulock seed. Yay, it's kinda big, if that's the seed spinning there. Ah! That sounded like it hurt. And now, Nova, it is time. Already I can feel my power fading. The age of albumen draws to a close. Yeah, it kind of has some Deku Tree vibes, doesn't it? Quickly, Nova, lay yourself down upon the hatch line, and with the last of my energy, I will send you to the great beyond. Oh, I guess that just happened automatically. Whee! Anodyne 2, return to dust. Ooh. That's a different look. Can't move the camera freely here. As to be expected, I guess. What? Enter the door. I guess I maybe should have tried. Actually, let me go back. Is there any chance I can make it to that singular platform over there? Well, if not, then we'll find out what happens if you die, right? Nope. Oh, I can't even... Okay, there's an invisible wall stopping me. Okay. Center Sanctuary. Talk to this. Nova, you made it. I'll tell you all about that device soon, but for now, come over to me for a quick chat. Oh, they're right there. There you are, darling hatchling. I knew you could make it. Welcome to Alive. Nova, you are in Center Sanctuary, the dwelling place of the Center. The Center is... well, it's hard to explain to someone who's only just hatched, isn't it? The Center is the Center. It created all of us, along with our world. The island of the New Theland. The Center is like an artist, and we are its painting, a beautiful expression of its vision. Yeah. The Center is everything, or rather, the Center simply is. Our lives are like shadows cast by the Center's true form, which will one day become apparent. The Center, it's the Center. Creator of New Theland. Painter, shadow puppeteer. Literally everything? Mommy? A figure beyond comprehension. Looks like our protagonist here wants to find Mommy or something. Perhaps we are all the artists and art of New Theland. We shape and are shaped by each other. By treating our neighbors with kindness, we can build each other up. Well, I don't know if I would go that far, Palisade. What good we may accomplish flows directly into from the rightness of the Center. Regardless, we must focus, Nova. Listen carefully. Nova, listen closely. I will now reveal to you your true purpose and the path ahead. You have been born into a war zone, Nova. Granted, it's not a contest of swords or guns, or armies or infantry. We wage a war that is nearly invisible, and yet wholly insidious. We face a deadly force that wrinkles the face of time, as a lurking water beast ripples the surface of a lake, disrupting the clear reflection of our souls. We call it nanodust. I'm the nanodust cleaner. Wow. It starts small, a microscopic seed planted in some dark, moist corner of one's organs. Then the nanodust grows. It feeds upon the structure of our minds, magnifying our fears or our wrath, our wrongful desires. Eventually, it blossoms to its full scale, completely obliterating the identity of its host. Symmetry, beautiful symmetry, is our birthright as creations of the center, and yet we lose ourselves in the dust. We begin to decay, to decompose, to crumble. Dust begets dust, and we forsake our true selves. Nova, perhaps your true purpose is now becoming apparent. You are given the ability to shrink and clean so that you might reverse the tide of dust that threatens to overwhelm us. You must travel far and wide, shrinking inside the inhabitants of New Theland, those most consumed by the dust's contamination. Suddenly, a tiny spark flies toward Nova's head. What's that? Palisade guard activate. Palisade creates a barrier using her shield, containing the spark in a glowing cube. A nano-intruder attempting to infiltrate your body. Nova, I can contain it temporarily, but you must shrink to nanoscale and destroy it. Don't be afraid, sweetheart. I'll be right here. I know you can do it. Let me drink a bit of water first while we look at this pause menu, which we haven't done before. I should have filled up my water bottle before the stream. Because it's almost empty. Oh well. Information. Dust progress 0 out of 100. Cool. Cards. Inventory. Hey. The 3 things that we found. The seed and the vacuum. Boom. Wow. Looks a lot more techy than the other one. Drifting pollen. Pollen, I should say. Clean up that dust. Ah! Oh, okay. That hurts me apparently, but it still worked. Well, I should have sucked up this cube, shouldn't I? Oh well. You'll never catch me. Ah, damn it, they caught me. No! Phew. But somehow I guess I regained health. Hello? Dusty Yoke Robe. Nova, is that you? How did I get here? I don't know, dude. Well, my dust bar or whatever seems to be filling up. Hello, could you be the first boss? Nano Assassin. Nova will die. The center will crumble. Dust will consume New Theland. Oh no. Oh, I missed. Ouch. Aw. You'll never catch me. Damn it. At this rate, I probably won't catch you either. Ah! Did you have to move that far? Jeez. There we go. Nova will die. The center will crumble. Dust will consume New Theland. Yeah, right. Hello there, Rock. The Nano Cleaner. She exists, and she was born to dust, to clean, to rescue. May she protect all of us from harm. May the Nano Cleaner save New Theland and its denizens from their fate. Cool. I'm a hero. You're growing up so quickly. I didn't expect a challenge like this for quite some time, but I'm so proud of you. Sadly, there are those who would seek to destroy New Theland. Though we are all created by the center, the nanodust can inflict a kind of madness. Now perhaps you can see the urgency of your mission. Nova, take the elevator behind you up to the city, and always remember that you stand against the ever-encroaching crawl of degradation. Sounds rough. Is that a music player? That's the lower dust drop, Nova. I'll show you how to use it soon, but first take the elevator outside. Whatever, man. I'll try this again. The dust prism allows the nanodust you collect to blossom safely. Once it has blossomed, the clouds of dust can be recycled into energy by the center. Unfortunately, the dust prism was weakened by a great storm and cannot hold its full capacity of nanodust. That was before your time, little munchkin. Please collect rare cards to reinforce the dust prism. Welcome to the prism reinforcement device. Nano Cleaner Nova. Please insert the cards you have collected so that the dust prism may be expanded. It would appear you don't have enough card power to increase the prism's size. Nova, return with at least 4 cards. Okay. Hold on. Once again, somebody whose Twitch stream I had paused in the background raided someone, and sound was, I think, imminent. So I had to close that tab real quick. Talk. Nova presses the console and it lights up and whirs. Next stop, Center City C-Node. C-Node? Canode? C-Node? Whatever. Welcome to Center City C-Node. Welcome to Center City C-Node. I don't know. A vibrant community built into the walls of this sacred geological depression. Directly above Center Sanctuary is the Dust Prism, which stores the nanodust you will collect. You may use the Dust Drop console in Center Sanctuary to deposit dust. Once sealed within the Dust Prism, the nanodust may blossom to its full scale without harming New Zealand. Once enough dust is accumulated in the Dust Prism, it will be sent to the center to be recycled into energy. But alas, before you were born, the Dust Prism was damaged in a terrible storm, and now it can only contain a small fraction of its full dust capacity. Because of this energy shortage, the dust's dominion has advanced to the point where it is no longer safe to leave the city. You can see the storm still raging overhead. This is where you come in, Nova. The Dust Prism can be reinforced with rare and powerful cards that you can find while nano-cleaning. Your first goal is to reinforce the prism with 4 cards and fill it with a 100cc nanodust. Then the center will be able to recycle the dust into energy and push back the storm, allowing you to leave Center City. See note. Okay. To sum it up, your mission is to search the city for people in need of cleaning, collect the dust and cards inside of them, then deposit those resources back in Center Sanctuary. Check your progress on the menu by pressing the menu button. You're going to do an amazing job, Nova. Thank you. Yo dog, hey yo, yo. Do you need some cleaning? These hills get bigger every year. Now I can't make the walk anymore. I always told myself distance is no bother. I can make the hike through the hills. It's no problem if it means seeing my dear friend. And yet life conspires once again to separate us. First different schools, then different jobs, and then different places to live. Nova, I know you must be busy, but if you have the chance, could you bring this package to my dear friend? She lives on the outskirts of a farming village, a bit outside of C-Node's. She'll be in her home. Nova receives a neatly tied package with a cream-colored bow. Once you deliver it, please let me know. Thank you so much. Can I clean you? No. But hey, we got a side quest. And we can save. Hello there. Do you require cleaning and or other things? Whoa, it's really you, Nova the Nano Cleaner. Talk to me again, I'll tell you a fun fact. Your nano vacuum holds 60 units of dust. The blue bar in the pause menu shows how much you have. Just press the menu button to view it. Also deposit your dust in Center Sanctuary whenever it's getting full. Nobody needs my cleaning help. Oh, get this. I heard that even after you clean the dust from someone, you can still shrink into them again if you need more dust. Okay. What's that? I know too much and it's weeding you out? That's cause I'm your #1 fan, Nova. What, more tips? Well, okay, if you're having trouble, you can open the settings section of the pause menu to change difficulty options. Well, that's what this blog post said. About you, at least. Oh, see the egg thing over to my right? You can save your game with it. Also, in the pause menu, you can read about the items and cards you have. The map also marks your position. Well, I ran out of useful tips, so here's a life tip. Don't toast your bread. Try microwaving it for 10 seconds. Life will never be the same. Okay, now there's a repeat. I guess maybe in 3D space it might be worth talking to people multiple times. Oh, Nova, please bring that package as soon as you can. My friend lives on the outskirts of a farming village. I hope she's doing well. Okay. But I guess I'm going this way. Taking too long to get around, Nova. Now that you're out in the open, try using your right scale form to zoom around the city. By what? Press RB to enter and exit right scale form, hold A to accelerate, hold B to move back to reverse, or move back to reverse. Press X to engage cruise control. There are some places you cannot enter right scale. If using a controller, it is highly recommended to use A to accelerate. If you forget to control, you can double check the button. Oh yes, Nova, one more thing. Sometimes if you talk to people twice, they have new things to say. I just found that out, yes. Be sure to talk often. R2 isn't doing anything. Ah, it's RB. Zoom. Not sure that actually feels faster, but I guess it would have to be, right? Hello, big one. Oh, are you Nova the Nano Cleaner saving the world from the nanodust? Amethea, who are you talking to? Nova? You're the Nova Cleaner? The Nano Cleaner? I think my daddy's starstruck. I believe in you, I really do. Daddy, look, she's the Nano Cleaner. Can I save anything? Maybe... That's enough, Amethea. I don't know. We can't be putting our personal worries on her. I'm sure she's very busy. I mean, I'm basically here to help you people, so... Maybe if I talk to only the small one. Nope. Okay. Zoom. Can I talk to people in this form? No. Yo. MoleTuber. I make videos about video games, but it's hard. It's not just fame and rainbows. No one was watching my videos unless I made stuff about the latest Big World series. Installment. I just want to cover small world, not big world. I wish things were different. Yeah, man, life's hard. Prune crackers. Boy, the graphic design and product packaging sure has gone downhill since my day. It all just looks like a blur of colors. Where are the people that need cleaning? Do you need cleaning? I love toys! Or wait, do I? I used to find them very exciting, but now I'm like, huh? Why do I have this garbage? Okay, well. Maybe you will find your love for the things you used to like again. Ah, how shiny, how beautiful. Maybe one day I will be able to save up for one of my own. Oh, how I long for a large glass window pane. Oh. Fun joke. anything in there? No. Hello there, little ones. I guess you're still taller than me. Dust! Dust! Dirty dust! Clean behind your ears you must. If you don't, you will die. Dust! Dust! Dirty dust! Shouldn't you have said like you will combust or something? Oh well. Can't count on kids to rhyme properly, can you? I guess I'll talk to this person before I go in there. Here, I finally made it out of those maze-like alleys. Oh no, not mazes. Huh? You're about to go in there? Sounds crazy, but I suppose you are the nano cleaner. If you're looking to clean, perhaps you should follow the mud. Sounds like the place to go. Follow the mud, huh? So this way then? The mud is going this way, I guess. Huh. Look at me platforming and shit. Finally, like actually using the 3D mechanics. Because before this point I was kind of just walking to the next person to talk to and then doing 2D stuff. Environmental surveying? No. Something. Graffiti. Nobody can actually read that shit. Hello, you look dirty. If only I had a football made of my own skin. What the? Then it could never truly be pulled away from me. Uh-huh. That's, okay. That's one perspective. Happiness is a warm puddle. Okay. Hey, Axe. Well... I'm trying. Good grief, I can't stand it. Day after day, the same food in the same dish. Oops. Why don't these people want me to clean them? Squawk, squawk, squawk. Have you ever heard of the rooting reflex? If you touch a baby on the cheek, they will cheer for the home team. Uh-huh. That makes perfect sense. Nova, thank you for listening to my children. Yeah, no problem. The great squirming creature hangs its head and speaks in a low rumble. Oh, the mud feels cool and calming to your skin, prickled as we are by fever and eczema? In this dark and still corner of the alleys, Nova hears the soft squishing sounds of the gwoms writhing and turning. She shivers at the faint groans that they emit while pressing their delicate pink skins into the muck. Now the green gwom lifts its head and stares off at an imaginary horizon, tears glistening in the corners of her eyes. I hear a distant echo from the past, the shadow of a misremembered song, she says, slowly growing in intensity. We Gwoms were once proud and beautiful, she proclaims, or else the center would never have created us. The great Gwom turns to Nova and says, It is the dust. The dust has caused us to forget ourselves, and now all we have left is to ease our discomfort. By rolling in the filth. Please, Nano Cleaner Nova, clean us, so we may understand the center's plan once again. Okay. The air is thick with the presence of nanodust. Nova, spark this being and forge a connection. Clean them and change their fate. Shrink forth, Nano Cleaner Nova. So do I clean all of them individually? Just the big one. Okay. That makes things easier, I'd say. Ooh. We're not going to 2D land this time. What the hell? Oh, Nanodust is pushing Nova away from the Cleanie. Colored bullets will arc at you as you approach the Cleanie. Use the left stick to activate Nova's shield, according to where you feel the attack is coming from. Feel the directions, feel the colors. Good luck. I hope I can also use the D-pad. What? Oh, I see. What the? Okay, now I see. A bit of a rhythm. Hey, come on. I guess I can just hold the button. Okay. You don't have to hit the button perfectly, you can just kind of hold it. That's how I got hit a couple of times when I shouldn't have. Whoa! And I guess now we're going into 2D land. Tardigrade amnesia. In the lower levels of the brain lurk shameful secrets. Oh. Great Guam. Oh no, I'm already down 3 health. I guess that's because I got hit there. But luckily the save point, the checkpoint, heals me right back up. This will probably take me right back outside, won't it? No. Don't leave. We just got here. Can I suck up these things? No. Oops. Do I have to take care of these guys? I don't know, but I'll do it. North first. I noticed there's a map. It's in the bottom right corner of the console-looking thing. Can I suck this up? Nope. Ah! Don't attack me! Don't do it! Can't suck up that shit either. Looks like I don't have any way of harming you right now, so I'm gonna leave. Can't approach this yet. That looks suspicious, but it might be nothing. There's a ladder. I'm guessing that'll lead me somewhere and then back out on the other side. An invisible maze? Or rather, a dark maze. Maybe I'll get a light source or something. Yeah, just kinda weird. What? More stuff? Did it. Okay. More of this stuff. Sweet. Come on. I want that other one too. Ah. Please, game. You have to give it to me. You have to... Oh, it's fine, whatever. Nice switch. And a save point. And I guess this might be the other side of a... Of this area. Or not. Yes, it is. Ah, I can't suck these guys up. No, wait, I can't. I do kind of want to activate that switch, but I currently don't really see a point in putting myself in... Aha! Now I see. When they reveal themselves, I can suck them up. Let's try that, I guess. Hello, I'm here. Why don't you say hello to me? Hello? Haha, fool. I guess I gotta let them get close to me. Ouch. But then I have to move out of the way quickly. Whoopee! Do they respawn? Yes, they do. Oh well. Now that I've figured out their secrets, they cannot cause me any more problems, obviously. I think I walk slower when I have something in my thing. Oh, I can't actually move on here. Should have paid attention. Well, I guess I'll go back then. Wait, but where would I even go? Well, time to look at it at least. Yep. I guess I could just walk past them. Don't attack me. Don't tase me. Okay, well, this is just gonna lead me back on this path. Ah, there was another path. Collecting dust as I ought to. Ow! That was unwise of me. Ah! Dang ass electric slime thing. Ah. Stop it. Damn it. It distracted me, it's not my fault. Aha. And that opens the main door. Nice. Ah! Ah! What did I ever do to you? Just because I killed your friends, you think I'm a bad guy? That's so rude. Oh, sorry. Oh, honey, I told you if we're gonna get away from the city, then we ought to go all the way. If only you had that promotion. Oh, the neighborhoods we could have chosen from. I'm sorry. I hope you respond. Damn it. Oh, I'm sorry. Do I need to kill you? Oh, jeez. Darling wifey dearest, did you forget to lock the door? Look at this street prowler you let in. Violence is practically written onto their face. I'm sorry. Papa, ought we to call the police? Oh, I guess I only had to take care of 3 of them. But, enjoy your solitude, lone survivor. Live out your life, craving revenge, and come kill me when you have grown strong enough. Only to realize that revenge is not the way to do it. Not a life worth living. And then things will be better. Whoa! That's a lot of those things. But they appear to only be background animations. Die! The center must be destroyed! I need more ammo. Wait, there's more ammo. Dude, this one's way easier to hit because it's just walking in a square. No, Nova! Destroy, Nova, kill the cleaner. I'm sorry. Maybe there's something special if you don't... Well, but at some points, at most points in this dungeon, there was no way to avoid killing those things, right? Hello, do I clean you up? Looks like I do. Yay! My seed seems to be freaking out. Nova, I can feel the fog lifting from my memories. I am the Augur. I was created to investigate the future by studying the gambling habits of birds. Each and every one of us has a role to play in the grand story of New Zealand. You have shown me this, Nova. My children and I were once selfish and short-sighted. We complained about our lot in life and lost sight of the Center's plan. But there is a place for us after all, Nova. There will always be a place for us. Yeah, man. Gambling birds are a real problem. Nova feels the Glandilock seed pulsating inside of her. It channels the center's power, transforming the deadly dust crystal into a card. Whee! We did it. We conquered our first dungeon type thing, I guess. Hey there, mommy. Wait, you're not my mom. Congratulations on your first card, Nova. I can tell you'll be a wonderful nano cleaner for the people of New Theland. By the way, Nova, be sure to take a break if you are feeling tired. Collecting cards is important, but so is your well-being. I need more cards. Well-being is secondary. Hello there. Still dirty, but I guess maybe in a better state of mind thing. The performance of my irreconcilable yearnings is what makes me resonate. I am blessed that the football will forever be pulled away. I am transfigured beyond a mere word. Sure. The fact that milk is labeled as 1% and 2% seems to imply that whole milk is perhaps 98% fattier. In fact, whole milk would more accurately be described as 3.5%. And it is not drastically more caloric than the other options. Thanks for the info. Actually, I should talk to you again, maybe? No. Grief is great, grief is good, and we thank it for this food. Nom. Happiness is a warm illusion. Can I partake in these dishes? No, I can walk inside of them, though. Drink me! Drink me! I am nutritious and delicious. And I don't fart all that often. Thank you for your help, Nano Cleaner Nova. Let me return the favor by taking the auspices for you. One moment, please, while I attune myself to the birds and their never-ending games of cards. Ah, pigeon reveals a full house, but duck presents a straight flush. Yes, I sense that you will be the one. Yes, you will bring about a great event that shall alter the New Theland forever. Okay. Thanks. And back we go. So there's a shortcut back or something? No? Okay. I guess we gotta follow the muck once more. Maybe this is a shortcut. I guess it was. Yay. Yo, I went into the dirty lands and I came back alive. And all I got was this dust. Phew, I finally made it out of it. Okay, talk. You have nothing new to say. I guess I'll go back to the center and deposit the dust that I have, because I'm almost full. Right? Yeah, 58 out of, I think, 60. Jeez, it actually will let me jump there. Let's see what happens. I'll just let go. Well, that was exciting and fun. Time to turn into a car. Zoom. I'm grateful for this mechanic. Whoa. Very spooky. Talk. Nova presses the console to go upwards, but the console doesn't respond. Suddenly Palisade appears. Ah, Nova, you're trying to get out of the Center City signals, a natural inclination for any nanocleaner. I'm afraid it's far too dangerous, though. You'll have to power the center with dust and cards before the outside atmosphere can be purified. Yeah, I'm not trying to do that, actually. I'm just trying to deposit my dust. And that sounds like some kind of drug metaphor. Do you want my dust? Oh, are you gonna get on the elevator? What, you don't know how? Well, see the down arrow on the left side of the elevator? You can talk to it to go down to the center sanctuary. But wait, there's more! See an up arrow on the right side? You can talk to it to leave Xenode and go up to the beautiful blue veil. That's right, this elevator goes both ways. Wow. But yeah, I guess I gotta just hit the down arrow. I'm forbidden to step into the into Center Sanctuary or head out of Xenode, but I'll be watching you the whole way, whether you're going in or out. I've got no preference. I just love elevators. Understandable. By the way, do you need an elevator pitch? I've got a bunch of them, but I can't use them. I can't ride the elevator after all. Maybe I'm Nova. I'd love to clean nanodust. First, cleaning's on me. Swoosh swah. Thanks. Down we go. Nova presses the console and it lights up and whirs. Next stop, Center Sanctuary. A little weird that they make you go all the way through this to deposit your dust. Which I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to do. Wait, no, this is the wrong thing. I guess do I talk to you to do that? Nova, your mission is to search the city for people in need of cleaning, collect the dust and cards inside them, then deposit those resources back in Center Sanctuary. You're going to do an amazing job. Yeah, but how do I deposit that shit? Is it here? Greetings, Nano Cleaner Nova. Welcome to the dust drop point. Let us deposit all of the nano dust you have found. Yay. Zoom. You've worked so hard, Nova. In fact, you have more dust than the dust prism can hold right now. For now, why don't you keep the extra dust in your tank until you find enough cards to upgrade the prism? Okay. Look at that. Thank you for depositing dust, Nova. Please return soon. This way. Can't drive my me car here. Understandably. Seems like it would be kind of large for this tight space. Okay, now where do I go? Maybe the other direction. Wait, I don't know which direction I went last time. What? I'm going this way. I don't recall this guy. When the fog descends into Xenode and you look from here, the lake appears infinite as the horizon fades to fog. Feels like I'm right near the ocean. But I know it's not there. There's no smell of the sea. I have to imagine. I suppose a glimpse of beauty is better than nothing. If you say so. Hello there, horsey creature. I don't know how to sit on this bench. Yeah. It might not be made with a you in mind. Sorry to say. But given how I don't appear to have a way to sit either, maybe these benches were not made to be sat on at all. Really, Shelley, you know how I despise small talk. I'd much prefer to discuss the social-cultural impacts of the current meteorological phenomena, which prevents departure from Center City Xenode. So, how about this dust storm we've been having? Sure is some weather, huh? Sure. It is some weather. That is factually indisputable. Don't you just love these beautiful white trees? Their pure, serene dignity reminds me of the ancient stone statues, which were never painted any gaudy colors. Well, maybe I should change that. Painting things gaudy colors is totally my thing. Whoa, big one over there. Let us be friends. Welcome to part 3 of the Xenode tour. I'm my own landmark, I'm the big boy of Xenode. By finding me, you will have prosperity for the next year. Sweet. Well, actually, I'm here to show you Xenode wall. The bluish-gray one, not the one behind me. This wall defies physics, in fact. You can jump up it, Even if you are not athletically endowed, truly a testimony to living beings' endless determination to overcome challenges, even if what lay on the other side has no material value. So these things you're saying I can climb, or the other one? No, can't climb that thing. So I can climb this. No. This building then? Also there's the storm. I guess I never actually looked up at that. I feel like that big boy might have been screwing with me. Oh wait. Aha. He wasn't screwing with me after all. But also, as he might have said, there may or may not be nothing of value up here. But maybe it is the way to get to these places. Ah, I'm dropping so quickly, jeez. Maybe if I do my first jump, fall a little, and then delay my second jump. Ah, so close. Maybe there's another way. Maybe the smaller person over here will help me out. Eek! I hear some creepy coughing from this building with the green lights. I bet it's haunted. You'll go check it out, right? Sure. If it'll let me. Enter door. Whoa. Another drastic camera angle change. This looks very dirty. Hello, person. Or whatever this is. A lump shudders softly beneath the stained and slimy bed dressings. Nova would rather not disturb the occupant and slowly backs away. No she don't. There's gotta be something I can do here. Wake up! I'm sparking you. Do I have to come what? As Noah begins to walk away... Okay, I was just actually supposed to walk away. She is startled by a sudden gruff voice. So, you're just going to stomp through my bedroom with your muddy boots and then leave? Nova turns to see Mysteria Weisel's head rise from beneath the bed covers. The weary figure continues to expel harsh wet cuffs. Nova bows her head in shame and glances around frantically. It is difficult to say what mess she may have caused, so she begins to shuffle about, attempting to tidy the room generally. Stop touching my lampshade collection, Mysteria Weasel snaps. Come over here, I need to talk to you. Okay. You have a long snout. Do you like lampshades? Some of these lampshades are worth a lot of money, but who cares about money? It's all about the artistry. You see, that one? Don't touch it with your grubby little fingers. That was my grandmother's lampshade. See the exquisite lace patterning around the brim? It's good to meet a fellow lampshade buff. You really do like lampshades, don't you? Thinking of taking one for yourself while I'm not looking, are you? Well, who would notice or care if you took advantage of a miserable, weak-old coot? That's what you're thinking, aren't you? No. They don't make lampshades like these anymore. You wouldn't know. You are young and strong, and you think that you'll live forever, but eventually things fall apart and people leave you, and they kick your shins on their way out. They steal your lampshades. I can't even remember anymore all the lampshades that are gone. Out of sight, out of mind. What is in sight anymore for me? I've got a good feeling about you. I need you to do something for me. Please clean the dust from my lungs. What? Do you need a lampshade in return or something? You can have the retro frill mode in mint green. I've already got one of those. Have you ever nano-cleaned before? Don't make it worse. The air is thick with the presence of nanodust. Nova, spark this being and forge a connection. Clean them and change their fate. Shrink forth, nano-cleaner Nova. You didn't even need to ask. Guess we're gonna do this every time, no? Dimension dive start. Huh, 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 huh. Uh-huh. 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 We did it. First try. And then we dive into their being. They didn't teach us about that rhythm part on Egg Island. Pneumonic possession. Toxic chemicals line the walls of the decrepit lunghouse, causing fits of coughing. Hysteria Wazel. Time to collect some dust right off the bat. I guess I could choose one of these doors. No, wait, I guess I'm supposed to go this way, but I guess these might be windows instead? Yeah, I guess so. Hello, are you a person? Oh, no, you're an enemy. Can I go between these crevices? That doesn't look like it. Ow. So shooting these things out causes an explosion, I guess. This strange block seems to have a keyhole. This one too, I guess. Yes. What is the deal with you? I can't suck stuff up while I'm climbing a ladder. That makes sense. Sad as it is. What's this? Can I make you shoot that? Haha! You have done my bidding unwillingly. Haha! I am your leader, whether you like it or not. Up. Ah. Is this maybe a key? It might be. Hey, thanks for the blocker. Looks like my key friend is invulnerable to these projectile attacks. I wonder if I can carry multiples at once, or if it'll be like, oh no, only one of us can be with you. Because I do think I need out. Okay, well. Okay, so I guess I'm just supposed to get through here without touching them. Nothing easier than that. Whoa. Did that thing hit something? Ah, I see. There was another. Okay. Oh, I see. I just gotta direct my slave to not accidentally destroy the little babes. Be-do-be-do. Got it. Hey. Okay. I can totally have two key friends at once. Don't really see a reason to absorb this guy, so I'll just leave him be. Sanitarium, leave him be. Kinda wanna check out what's further down this way before going back to... Oh, that's just some dust to collect. That's good too. Let me check this point. There may or may not be a way to get there somehow. Maybe later. Or maybe this is hinting at some secrets in the game. I don't know. Beautiful. Everyone gets what they want. The keys get a nice resting place. The doors get to... Are you gonna attack your own babes? Jeez, you monsters! You unbelievable bastards! I thought you might be like their grandpa or something. So that, like, if I absorb the grandpa guy, the babies will be sad or something, but no. They are murderous psychopaths. Oh. Okay, I guess they only count as dead once I've shot them out. I think that's consistent with what I've seen before. No, I was too slow. But how could I possibly make this? Ah, okay. They also have a rhythm of when they shoot. And they don't shoot straight, they shoot at me. So it's all good and easy and nice. No way to go here, yep. Is this gonna be the boss already? Let's check it out. It is, and it looks rather similar. From dust I arise, Nova must die, the center must crumble. Looks like they don't have like some kind of invincibility period, so as long as I have more stuff to shoot at them, I can just, oops, unleash it. Do wonder what happens if I run out of ammunition though. Because that almost happened the first time. Damn it! First time I fought one of these. I've failed, but Nova will fail. The center will fail. It's not nice to project your own failures onto others, you know. Let me get this first. Can't leave this room uncleaned, can we? Wait, okay. Shoo. That's only 35 dust. That's nothing. Mysteria Weasel. You don't know what it's like to have a life and then to see it crumble before your eyes. That's what the dust does. It grows and grows by eating up who you are meant to become. Nova, you've done a good thing here. My lungs are much better now. Maybe I'll be able to finish writing my lampshade book now. Did you ever clean up the dirt you tracked into my bedroom? You know? The center itself once sent me a special lampshade with unbelievable symmetry, in recognition of my work cataloging and appreciating lampshades. Thank you, Nova. I really appreciate what you've done here. I mean it sincerely. You can have any lampshade you like. Well, as long as it's the retro frill model in mint green. I've already got one of those, see? Thank you, Nova. Goodbye. Ka-chink. And another card. Yeah, transforming, into a card. I guess I could check the pause menu for what those cards look like, or if they say anything. Hey! Palisade. Wow, that's 2 out of 4 cards that we'll need to level up the Dust Prism. Oh, Nova, you're hurt. No, I'm not. I'm fine. Nova quickly straightens her posture and shakes her head no. Please don't push yourself too hard. You are still so young. Remember, I'll be around Center Sanctuary if you ever need me. While you're there, you can deposit your stored dust and leave with a spring in your step. It's better not to carry around a full tank for any longer than you need to. I already did that. Let me check my cards. Great Guam. As the Augur, I am a proud practitioner of cold reading. It is like hot yoga, but more intellectual. Yes, that's exactly what that is. Anodyne trading card game. Mysteria Wazo. The body is like a lampshade. Our true light is constrained and dimmed by our physical forms, and yet the same forms allow us to look at and touch each other. Life is a cruel joke. Thank you for your help, Nova. Can you help me finish my lampshade book? I'm trying to decide what categorization system to use. You know, the pleated cream model is in the wrong place. I didn't move it. I'm just going to say, Nova, I really need my lampshades to stay in the place that I put them, so that I can keep track of everything. Cool. Pleasure to have been around. So do I get that lampshade now, or no? That's fine. Time to leave this place. And there's a map, right? Yes. There's a exclamation mark to the north. Maybe I'll try heading there. Hello there. There's some big angry person up on the construction site. Let me tell you, people have got no respect for the sanctity of the construction site. Look at the treatment of construction sites in the media. Just a backup to get used and abused in an explosive action sequence. Listen, just because construction sites are unfinished buildings doesn't mean they're disposable. How would you like it if a construction scene performed an explosive action sequence inside of you? Probably dead. That's how I'd feel. Oops. Dang. Failed my jumping. But not a second time. Nay. Looks a little bony. Not just a little, I guess. Hello there, angry person. What are you so mad about? Let me drink some water first, before I engage this person. And actually, let me get some more water, because I have just run out and I need more. So I'll be right back. Bada boom. We're back. And I got my water. Alright, now what's your deal? Bran Balikdin. Why would you come here to my hideaway? You are trying to stoke my rage and turn me into a disgusting monster. Sure. Why are you still standing there, Nano Cleaner? Did you come here to gawk? Go away! The heaving beast, Bran Balikdin, screams at Nova. But screaming is not enough. She stomps the platform and pounds her fist, rattling the skeletal structure around her. Nova stands frozen in terror. Is she going about this nano-cleaning business all wrong? Nova feels ashamed for making Brand so angry, for not approaching more tactfully. She wonders if maybe the center was wrong to trust her with such an important task. Suddenly, crash! A slab of concrete falls from above, breaking into pieces across the creature's head. Oh no. You think that's pretty funny, don't you? Brand screams. Ding dong, the wicked witch is crushed! Ha 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 ha! I got what I deserved, that's what you're thinking. Nova cannot imagine anything less funny than Brand Milligton's pain, but maybe Brand can see something about Nova that she herself cannot. Perhaps there is an ugliness inside of Nova that she has not yet learned to recognize. I need help. I need help, Brand Millington says, suddenly, quietly. Please, clean me. The air is thick with the presence of nanodust. Nova, spark this being and forge a connection. Clean them and change their fate. Shrink forth, Nano Cleaner Nova! Pew 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 pew. I will help you. But first we gotta engage in a musical battle. For some reason. Shake, bank, bank, dink, donk, donk, conk, dink, donk, dank, hank, schmank, frank, frank, glank, dank, hank, blank, blank. I don't know, I repeated some of those, I'm sorry for my lack of creativity. Hooah! Dancing into your soul, into your very being, into your core, to clean you up from the inside, literally. Infernal bleeding. A barbed tower has risen above the lava-soaked gutscape, painfully piercing its host. Some more active music. Well, I don't see any other paths, so let's go north. I'm fairly certain this is gonna hurt me if I absorb it, but let's try. It did, but I still got it, so it's okay, I guess. Climbing some kind of spinal... Oh shit. That thing set the other thing on fire, causing it to hurt me upon absorption, upon suction. Can I kill these things? I guess not. I can only temporarily stun them. Oh wait, I can probably go east as well, can't I? Yes. Wonder what this place is about. Do you also hurt me? No, you do not. Ah! Ah! Calm down, bro. Okay, I guess that temporarily stuns these guys. Maybe even permanently. Oops. Ah, I see, I think. Maybe I can shoot this. Ah, damn it. Shoot it so it hits the flame mid-flight. Yeah. Puzzle Master. That's what they call me. Oh, you need more than one shot, huh? Very uncool of you. Hold on. Ah, damn it! This gate hates slimes, but it doesn't want to see them die. Oh. Ah, I see. I see what's going on. You want to see them burn, don't you? Wait. Okay. Ta-da! I understand the mind of a sociopath. No problem. Wait. Hey, another key, buddy. Now, how do you get to the other side? By crossing the street, I guess. Hey, it's a key friend. But do I want to use it right here? I guess I eventually have to. I'm guessing each one of these keystones unlocks one of these gate things here. I guess this is where I first went, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So let's do this one first. It is as I thought. Ah, damn it. I don't see a guy, so I'll just shoot the water slime this way. Whoa, they respawn quickly. Reignite quickly, I guess. Should be the more fitting terminology. I guess I can just make you do this for me, right? No, wait. Oh, wait, no, I can't. But now I can use you, because I totally planned— ah, shit. No, wait, I can't. Can I? Yeah, no, I can't. Wait, oh, I just had to kill all the— okay, now, okay. Okay. Nothing complicated, I was overthinking it. Just had to get rid of the barrier. Oh, jeez. Oh, boy. Oh, no. No way to get rid of that guy. This music's a little freaky. They stay frozen, let's call them. They stay extinguished, even if you leave the room. That's nice. And here we go. Ka-ching. Let's get the checkpoint, just in case. Nova will be stopped. Engaging incineration protocol. Oh, damn it. I thought that would hit. Oh, what? Ha! He's getting faster, and I'm running out of bullets. Okay, now what do I do to hurt you? Ah, new ones spawn, like that. Ouchies! 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 Stop! Can't move! Mission failed. Game over. Oh. We did it. Once more. We accomplished our mission. And there's more dust to clean. Whee! Well, now our reserves are full again. But we can't even do anything with that until we get one more card. Where did the anger begin? It's impossible to say, but if the dust had not arrived, I would never have reached this point, drowning in my own rage, like a soft buzzing sound, or a faint red light, slowly growing in intensity. I was hardly aware of what was happening until it was too late. Then I felt like there was nothing I could do but scream and shake. I became so foul and ugly in my rage. Thank you, Nova, for helping me to find peace. Yay. That's card number 3. Need another one. Feels kind of bad to have these full reserves and not be able to put them anywhere, just because we don't have enough cards, but oh no! Ah, Nova. Palisade floats to Nova, gently picks her up and begins to cradle Nova in her arms. It's going to be okay, darling. You're working so hard and doing such a good job. Maybe a trip outside the city will do you some good. The air is fresher out there. Well, it will be soon, once the dust storm has cleared. Uh-huh. But you also told me I can't leave. Later in Center Sanctuary. I don't understand what you're saying, Palisade. Do you think that the Center is wrong? That we should give in to the dust and let it overtake New Theland? No, of course not. It's just Nova. She shouldn't have to shoulder such a burden all by herself. Nova is the only one who can do this. It is the purpose of her creation, and we are here to help her. But at the end of the day, she must keep cleaning or all will be lost. We all have to make sacrifices for the greater good. Do you understand, Palisade? I think I do understand. Some inner turmoil. Hey, what's up? Huh? Why was I angry? I don't understand why you're asking me that. With the dust gone, I'm no longer so disgusting and full of bitter rage. Okay. I'm guessing the map will show me... No, wait. There's still that orange exclamation mark around here. So maybe that's not what it meant. Maybe there's something else here. Something else to see. Like right here! No? Maybe not. Oops. Didn't mean to transform back. Maybe if I get on top of this structure somehow. Let's see. Well, the ribcage is preventing me from really going anywhere. No? Weird. I guess I'll check out the apple marker to the east. Looks like some kind of supermarket. Delicious. Ah, the jamungla fruits are looking fresh today, and how plump the green fibbers are. Flibbers. This delightful produce makes me feel truly immersed in this fantastical world created by the center. That sounds like something a real person would say. Eek, eek, wah! I'm trying to find the candy by echolocation. Smart. I should try that someday. I just want to cover small... Wait, I already talked to you, huh? I guess you moved over here? Or was I here? I guess this is the first place I went. Whoa! Were you always there? With your weird tongue? Not to call you weird, I don't want to be rude, but you do stand out. I'm sure you're aware of that. I'm hoping I don't offend you. Damn it. Mostly because I'm afraid that you will kill me with your freaky tongue. How do I get further up? Am I even supposed to? I guess I'll try going around some more. There might be a slightly elevated position. That looks promising. Yes. I made it. Best friend whom I would never talk shit about. Nova walks up to the strange figure by the clock. The figure quivers strangely, licking the air. Are they hungry? Nova wonders. They appear to have a sort of hunger that Nova has never seen before, something that Nova ought not to see. She curls her toes inside her shoes as the figure turns to meet her gaze. Come here, sweet one, let me taste you, the smooth curvature of your mask, the lightly dusted tread of your boots, the metallic tang of your silver tongue ring upon your back. Hee hee. My tongue quivers in anticipation. No, I must resist. The dust, it fills my mind. Day and night I fantasize about all the delectable flavors around me. Once my skin was smooth, now every inch is sensitive to taste, longing for flavor. That's nice. Gustine papellum. The tongue-skinned creature gazes pleadingly at Nova. Their beady and desperate little eyes begin to water. Nova's stomach turns, but she begins to feel strength and determination. She has a job to do. Nano cleaner, Help me, Gustine says quietly. You must make me clean again, free me from the prison of my own desires. Okay. The air is thick with the presence of nanodust. Nova, spark this being and forge a connection. Clean them and change their fate. Shrink forth, nano cleaner Nova. That's what I do. Pew 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 pew. For some reason I always forget that we gotta do this first. Starting with yellow this time, huh? You're a real freak. Bam, 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 bam. Boo, boo, huh, huh. Yeah, let's go. This is my song, yeah. I'm singing a song with my mouth. That's how I do it. I'm unique in that way. Most people sing with other, orifices. Most people wouldn't admit to that, but it's true. Memories of agusia, a disease of the skin, threatens to overwhelm the inhibitions of its host. But we are here to help. I guess I don't really need to absorb any more dust, but I'll do it anyway, just so it looks nicer in here. What's up with this? Ah. Can I shoot above this thing? No. I can't just absorb you, right? I need to... Usually these things don't move. Ah, this one doesn't... come back down, that's nice. Hello! Taste Nakama. That's okay. Nova, come here. Let me taste that metallic helmet of yours. No? Let me just help myself then, yes. No. Seems like I can move them with my vacuum, but not, suck them up entirely. Oh, I see. Up! Oh, I can't get that crisp. Hello, what creepy things do you have to say? Taste, comrade. Oh, nano cleaner, nothing wrong with a few licks, yes. Come on, don't ruin the fun. Let me taste your suit. I'll enter a new kingdom of sensory experience. Oh. No. No, you cannot. I don't see anything... Ah, I see. At least I think I see. You're not gonna move, huh? Okay. Ah, okay. And now I will stab you! Stab you with this creature's tongue. Like I'm Tao Pai Pai's director or something. I guess I'll go this way first. But I can't. I guess this will be the shortcut back down. Hello. Oh, I can't talk to you, huh? I guess this means you're only here for, something else. I guess I'll get you out of the way of the tongue so that you don't die. At least I don't think I want you to die. And maybe you'll even be... Ah! What the fuck? You're not supposed to attack me. That didn't do damage. What? I guess if I just get too close it does that. That's interesting. Oh, okay. Gotta get a little... Ouch! A little closer. That wasn't good enough? Are you telling me I need to get rid of this fella too? Is that what you want from me, game? Trying to make me a murderer? Well, fine. Oh, yes. Lick it off my ears, yes. I've been working up a sweat all day. Oh, the saltiness and sweatiness. Isn't it divine? Lick me. No thank you. Oh shit, oh shit, oh damn it. Ah, crap. How do I kill you? I guess I might not be able to kill you, so I just gotta be quick about this. Hello. Taste companion. I'm licking the concrete to remind me of the cities of my past loves. The tastes bring it all back. You should try it too. Don't be shy. I do not judge. Maybe some other day. Yay. A key, buddy. A buddy key. Well, this isn't gonna open the way up for me yet, but I'll still place you here because I know that's what you want. Right, I haven't gone to the right yet. Oh, I guess this is where I could have also learned that the tongues can kill these guys, but I didn't need help. And boom. Well, that was a lot shorter. I guess that was supposed to be the first one you do. Ah. Nova! Oh! Come here! Come here! Let me destroy you. I do not want to. I would rather not let you destroy me. I guess I could try letting you get stabbed by the tongue. No, wait, that might not work. Ah. Doesn't the smaller area kind of actually help me? Because it makes them easier to hit. Oh. Damn it. Not easy enough, though. I see these crystal things take some extra time to suck up. No, wait, only the first one, maybe? Oh, nano cleaner! That was real good, but you must be stopped. Why must I be stopped? If you could talk about it, maybe we could figure out what's happening here together, rather than fighting to the death at every opportunity. Well, all of your dust is going to go to waste, but that's just how it's going to go. I guess I only just now noticed that absorbing these things increases my maximum health by 1. When I was young, Nova, the world was bright and delicious. I loved nothing more than to eat and taste and be satisfied. But as I grew, the magic of my tongue began to fade. Food felt like sand upon my tongue. Life became dull and grey. Then the dust came. I could feel its writhing, unruly power growing inside of me. My sense of taste returned, more vibrant than ever before. Red bumps slowly began to appear upon my skin, but I ignored them, delighting in the wonderful flavors the world had to offer. I was a fool to fight against the wisdom of the center, to gratify my base desires by giving in to the dust. I lost control, and I became a monster. Thank you, Nova, for giving me another chance. Well, I mean, at least the people we are trying to help are thankful, so at least it doesn't feel like we're doing everything wrong, right? Is Palisade gonna be here again? Yes. Nova's stomach lurches as she flings herself out of nanoscale. That's what it is, she thinks to herself. The transition has been making me queasy, but this time she doesn't let herself fall to her knees. She hates to see Palisade looking so worried, even if it did feel nice when Palisade cradled her. Hello, darling Nova. Now that you have 4 cards, please return to the center sanctuary to upgrade the dust prism. I was gonna do that anyway. You also gonna say some weird stuff to me? Thank you, Nova. I can feel the vibrancy of tastes dimming once again. Well, that doesn't sound too nice. Well, but that's just how it is, I guess. to ride. And already we are back. I guess I could save at the egg real quick. And now we go. Before whatever is about to happen here happens. Talk to this device, I assume. Well, I guess I'll talk to my people first. They probably want to talk to me, don't they? Nova, okay, well, I guess you don't have anything new to say then. Welcome to the Prism Reinforcement Device. Nano Cleaner Nova, please insert the cards. Wonderful, Nova. You have enough cards to upgrade to the Dust Prism. Let us begin the upgrade process. Yeah. Yay! Wow. Congratulations, Nova. You have reinforced the Dust Prism and increased its capacity by 50 units. Continue the good work. I will try, at least. Does it say like how many I need for the next level or something? It will appear you don't have enough credit. You return at least 4 cards. Okay. So I guess that might just be 4 every time. And now to deposit my dust. Greetings. Oh yeah. Amazing, Nova. The center now has enough dust in order to clear the storm. Come over and speak with Psalmist and I. What up? Amazing, Nova. You've reinforced the prism with cards and deposited enough dust to clear the storm. Also, your canister can now hold 90 units. That's nice. Nano Cleaner Nova. You bring this fallen world ever closer to its most perfect state. An unadulterated connection with its own identity, with its own center. See Psalmist sings. Blessed are they who walk along the path of their creation, but who radiate cleanliness from the center as long as cast from a flame. That's how the song goes, definitely. The fool says, I am the center, they are like an arrogant flower, sprouting early to mock the winter's cold. The wicked winter before they blossom, the machinations crumbling to dust. But the righteous bloom in season, the work of their hands is blessed. Their radiance is a joy to the ones they love. Their leaves a comfort and a shade. You can buy my new single on all of the popular music platforms, like the ones. What a wonderful thing to be chosen. Nova, look! The dust you've deposited is being used by the center, and the dust storm is beginning to clear. I want to see. Wow. Oh. Honestly, that looks less nice. If I'm being completely real here. Nova, the elevator to the surface is ready. This world requests that you explore and bear yet more cards and dust to its heart, the center. Go forth in peace and clean. But I feel like, because of the slot that's missing here, I feel like there must be at least one more thing to do down here, right? Maybe I can just shoot some energies at you guys and clean you up. No? Okay. Had to test it. Ah. Let's see. Anywhere else where there might be somebody to help out? Somebody to clean? No, maybe now that I've helped those other people, maybe these two will actually talk to me. They do sound like they have a problem, but, oops. They don't seem to want me involved, and I can't seem to force my way into their circle. This is where I went into the mucky area right here. There must be. Ooh, maybe there's a way to climb all the way up there. Come on, let me climb this. No. It does look suspicious, doesn't it? But I don't see a way that leads up there. Trying to see if there's any point that will let me enter or something. But it appears not to be the case. Wait, that's the building I went into, right? Maybe I can go in here too. Have I talked to you yet? Ah, the official building. I remember doing official things in there. And wearing official clothing. Okay, that sounds convincing. I'm convinced. Maybe it's too official for the likes of me. Do you have anything new to say? No. Well, I'll go back up here and maybe I will have an epiphany about how to get even higher up. But probably not. I can stand on like a little bit of this stuff, but not higher. Oh well, I guess I'll just take the elevator like the game wants me to. After saving. Okay, nothing new out of you. Nova presses the console and it lights up and whirs. Next stop, the Blue Veil. Another dust drop-off point, I guess. Greetings, Nano Cleaner. Yeah, I don't think... Oh, wait. Ah! It started back at 0, okay. Thank you for depositing dust, Nova. Please return soon. I guess I gotta fill it up with 100 again. Interesting looking place. This thing below me kind of looks like the egg that I apparently started inside of. Oh, maybe from up, damn it. Nova, I know we just talked in Center Sanctuary, but I need to tell you something. I'm going away for a while. There's something I need to do. I won't be able to check in on you as often, but please know that you are always in my heart. Do you remember when the nano creature attacked you after you were born? Just born? I channeled the power of a card, then, to create an invincible barrier, Nova. I'd like you to have my card now. Keep it close, and don't use it to reinforce the prism. May it protect you from all harm, even when I am far away. Nova received the Palisade card. Okay, I love you, sweetheart. I'll be in touch as soon as I'm able. Bye for now. Maybe that will be the card in the first slot. It appears I was right, but let's check out the other cards first. Brian Malignant. True peace comes from within. It's foolish to ask the world around you to change to suit your desires. The only thing you can control is your own feelings. And Gustine. Much of what we perceive as taste is actually olfactory in nature. Perhaps now I can fully appreciate the smellscape of New Zealand. Will that also function as a gateway to depravity? Who can say? Palisade. A special protective card given by Palisade for use in the time of need. I was thinking that maybe I could drop off from here, but no, I can't. Okay, which way do I go? This here has a save point. So maybe I'll go the other way first. I won't let you guide me, game. I'm my own person. My own dust cleaner. Nano cleaner, or whatever. Anything cool around here? Some invisible walls. That's here. Do have a map. And a nice JPEG of a building. The Blue Vale West. Is that something? No, it's just red-colored grass. Which is nice, I guess. But doesn't help me. At least not yet. Hello. Good afternoon, and welcome to Wash Car Wash. I'm the eponymous Wash. No doubt you have traveled far for a taste of our world-famous amenities, am I right? Deep tissue scrubbing to ease your aches and pains, a gentle rinse in the Ambrosian cascade, and to finish, a luxurious plush toweling. Or that's what I would say if we had power. Alas, our generators on the fritz, and my assistant seems to have misplaced the latter. Are you said assistant? And also this looks a little dangerous. How am I supposed to fix that short-circuiting generator now? Can't just climb all over the roof like a healthy youngster anymore. Where the heck's my ladder? Well, maybe I can get up there somehow. Maybe. Ooh, physics. Yay. Maybe I can't do anything here yet. I can open this up. Wait, no. Without power from the ceiling lamp generator, the back door is stuck shut. Perhaps Nova can lend a hand. Maybe she can. But first I'll have to figure out how. I might need whatever I can get from the other side to help with this. Or I could just try talking to these people some more. Okay, you don't have anything new to say? Hello again, Nova. With a heavy heart, I must inform you that our generator is still non-functional. If only there were a way to climb up there and give it a jolt. If only, huh? What's over here? This might be what I need. Aha. Well, I guess from the other side is where I might want to get there from. But maybe there's something to do on this side as well. Maybe that's how I get to the other side. Well, I could also get here, down here, and talk to these people, but I'm not sure I see another way up here. So I will hold off on that for now. Is it a glass wall? It is. Well. Almost to my clearly designated goal. Hello, save point. Pleasure to meet you. Wait, no. No, that's not the save point. Amazing, Nova, you found a card. Oh, cool. I did it. I'm a true hero. So what kind of card was that? The last card. No, wait, not the last card. Damn, there's a lot of spots, huh? A lot of slots. TE Wash. The eponymous wash. I guess T is part of the TE. A car wash is a liminal space at once both interior, enclosed by wall and roof, and exterior, paved road suitable for cars. A car wash is a sacred space, a link between the mundane and the divine. Clearly, obviously, everybody agrees. Nobody would ever dare say different. Well, golly, look at that. The generator's back on. Yeah. Cool, huh? Just taking a quick little shower. Could probably need it after going inside so many bodies and being hit by so much dust and all this other goop. Oh, the power's back on. Was this your doing, Nova? I hereby declare you a friend of Washcar Wash. Such is my prerogative, as the eponymous wash. Now, might I interest you in the complete wash experience, the rejuvenating of the body and spirit, on the house? Yes. Do I just, walk through all of this? Brab, 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 brab. Wow, I feel so rejuvenated and good. It's like a whole new world. Hello. Ah, Nova the Nano Cleaner. Enjoying your work? Wonderful, wonderful. Can't find those cards? Well, I, a hintline specialist, am happy to provide my services for free. You might want to find more people to clean, as us hintline specialists say. Gambatte, gambatte, never give up. Don't forget where I am now. Here's a mnemonic DNC. It means dolphins never cry. It can also mean dolphin near car wash. Okay. That's very helpful. Thank you so much. I guess this trash container would have been how I could have gotten back out there had I chosen to land here. Wait, I almost forgot I can do this to move around more quickly. Let's check what this is about. As soon as I find a spot that seems like it might be a suitable entrance. Well. Don't think I can make that. But hey, let's try. Yeah, no. No, 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 no. Maybe over there. That looks like it's something. Whoa, okay. Sure, I want to go this way. Might be able to drop down from here. Talk. They probably should have just called that the interact or something. But hey, whatever. The lights in the home are off. The door appears unkept, dusty. However, the address is the same as that on the package that Ellie gave you. Gave to Nova. Nova knocks on the door. No reply. Nova knocks again. Nothing. Oh. Nova wonders where this friend could be. She notices the mailbox stuffed full of mail. Uh-oh. She decides to leave the package here and go tell Eldie the news, who is near the bottom of the elevator in C-Note. Oh, shit. It's the house of Eldie's friend. Nova left a package for her here, but it's still unclaimed. Nova ought to return to C-Note to tell Eldie the news. Jeez. Let's zoom on back there right away. I guess I could also enjoy these services as a car. Yeah. I'm so clean and shit. And into the JPEG I go. I tried to just jump off the cliff, even though I already knew that it wouldn't work. Time to spread some bad news after I drink some water. No, I don't think it was you. I think it was you over there. Oh, Nova, you're back. How's my dear friend? Did she serve you one of her fungus tarts? Did she mention the story about her knocking over the pasta sauce shelf in C-Note Market? Oh, she wasn't there? The mailbox was full? Did you knock? That's strange indeed. You know, Nova, I haven't heard from her in a while. Perhaps she moved somewhere else and began a new life. It seems that this is the strongest test of a friendship's bonds, yes. Perhaps this separation will be the one that never ends. Anyway, thank you, Nova. You must be so busy. Please, for your trouble, take this. I hear it might be handy for you. Nova got an enhancement patch. Her maximum health while in nanoscale has been increased. Well, she's an optimistic one, that's nice. Up we go. And back on the road. I'm on a highway to hell. Don't mind me. I'm not crashing into anything. I'm fine. I'm good. I'm great. I'm fantastic. I guess I really don't need to use that bouncy pad, do I? I can just go this way. But the bouncy pad is fun. Could have gone the other way, but, you know, wanted to keep the momentum and stuff. Ah, okay. Thought I might be able to... Oh, I can talk to this. A raging dust storm blocks the way. Without the center's full power, Nova stands no chance of surviving the dangers beyond. Oh, yeah? Well, we'll be fine. I wanted to go the other way first anyway. Because that's what I like. Oh look, more stuff. Blue Vale South. Another save point. Some kind of chicken-looking lower body thing, or maybe humanoid, depending on how you look at it. Let's go to the safe first. And there's another area just ahead. Another bouncy pad. Please don't stab down on me when I walk underneath you. That would be the height of rudeness. Thank you for not stabbing me with your giant pitchfork-looking thing. I truly appreciate it. Oh. Outer Sands South. Oh. But now, the dust storm that once blocked the sea note now blocks the frontier into the outer sands. Its infectious forces rage and flow, forming a gigantic wall inches away from Nova, so close to snuffing out her life, her irresponsibility. And yet, in this storm's chaos is a strange feeling of beauty, of comfort. To Nova, it almost feels like the walls of a home, protecting her and other inhabitants from what lies outside. Nova wants to go further, but she knows it would only endanger her mission. The center holds the key to proceeding further. She must restore its power. Well, guess I'm not going this way then. But maybe I can find some stuff nearby? No? Doesn't look like it. What about this waterfall area over there? That looks like it would have something. Maybe over there. That looks promising. Is there something behind this waterfall? It doesn't look like it. Anyone home? Hey. Open. Amazing! Nova found a card! Yay! That was worth exploring, I guess. Already found 2. Just 2 more to go. And then we can expand our horizons further. Almost literally. But not quite. I could go this way. Looking a little spooky over there. Blue Veil East. Can't move the camera quite as freely when I'm in my vehicle form. But it's fine. That looks a little suspicious, but I guess it's just the environment. And I'm guessing this is where we started. Yeah, that's just the other way around. Okay. As I thought, we can go in a circle there. Let's check out this area some more. Surely there's at least one more card around here. I would assume there'd have to be 2 in this area somehow, somewhere. That could be one right there. If I can figure out how to get up there. That's another new area over there, but okay. They don't give me as much air as I thought they would. Kind of standing halfway inside them. Before I go through that gate, I want to check and make sure that there's no way to explore from here. Almost looks like going through there will bring me to another new area. So let's back off and check the other gate first, I guess. Whee! Ooh. Whoa, a building dinosaur thing. Hello. Are we friends? Are we cool? Well, you don't appear to be hurting me, so that's nice. Faye McCool. Ah, it's good to be back home. I wonder how old Lon Way's doing. Oh, hi there. Are you a new resident of this of the valley? Oh, right, you're the nano cleaner. I guess we both came here from C-Note. For a while I was scrapping by the big city as the front woman of a band. But then my parents left for travel and wanted me to take care of the house. Quite literally take care of it, huh? Have you seen Lonway? She's the scientist who lives up in the big steps. We fell out of touch when I moved, but I still think about her sometimes. One time she used her chemistry set to mix up some sort of concoction for me to spike my hair. What's it like to be a rock star? Huh? It's pretty fun overall. I'm lucky. I don't really have a lot of basis for comparison. It can be a lot of pressure, but I never really thought I could be anything else, so I'm glad to be back home for a spell, though. Missed hearing the sounds of birds. Okay. As long as those birds don't gamble too much, should be fine. Even if you are very familiar with someone's artistic work, it doesn't mean you totally know them. Or on the other hand, even if you know someone personally, you don't always know them either. I guess there are just different ways of knowing. Imagining the interiority of another person is always part of projection, but that's not necessarily bad. I guess it might pay off to find this Lon Wei person. But I still haven't found my way to, my lone way to that card. Which I really want to do. Can I get up here? Ah, yes I can. Does that help me though? Doesn't look like it. But surely there has to be a way. Obviously they wouldn't just put that there to mock me. But I don't really see any collecting parts, right? I could have to get on top of this roof, maybe? Over there seems like the obvious place to start, but I already tried that. And it's not working the way I would like it to. Come on, let me up. Come on, let me finagle around with the geometry of the world. Let me glitch my way up there. Wouldn't be the first time. Let me Skyrim my way up there. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, well, I guess I won't. Not right now, anyway. Then I guess I'll check out what whatever the hell this is. Looks vaguely futuristic. Hello, you look a little bit like my yoke friends back from inside that egg. But I guess on closer inspection, not quite so much. Ray Boat Shoes. Oh, it's the nano cleaner, Nova. Pleasure to meet you. I'm Ray Boat Shoes. I'm sorry to say I'm not dusty enough to need a nano cleaning, haha. I know it's not something to wish for, but I find the whole process very neat. Cool. Nova, say you are shrunken down and found a dust mite. If you put the dust mite in your mouth and then grow back to full size, would you then have a giant dust mite in your mouth? Oops, is that a rude question to ask? I would just love to see a giant dust mite. We can make it happen. Nova, you're a gamer. Did you know that video games can make you cry? Oh, you are physically unable to cry? Ah, I'm sorry. Nova. I did not mean to be insensitive, but video games can be a very emotional experience. My favorite video game is called An Ode to Dying. It is very sad. Nova, would you like to have a thermometer? It could help you to determine if you have a fever, or sometimes it's just fun to hold to see how cold your hand is. I realized that I didn't have a thermometer, so I went to order one. It was a much better deal to get a 12-pack of thermometers than to buy a single one. But then they arrived and I thought, what am I going to do with 12 thermometers? Well, I'd say you brought that upon yourself. But I will take one for free if you don't need it. Hey there, musician. You might be the first person that actually looks like an actual human here. Other than my two, let's call them parent figures. And I guess myself. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Oh, excuse me, I was just working out a new beat. I am Beringia, and this is my drumbird Katsu. Together we travel Newthaland, but somehow we always find ourselves back here in the valley. You keep looking toward the building on the steps. That is Lonstein's laboratory. I couldn't say I know much of Lonway, but I want her to be happy. She says up there, she stays up there mostly. Smoke and fumes swirling up from her chimneys until late into the night. Most often I run into her at the pond. She leaves little contraptions in the water and checks them day after day. If you travel further from the center in any direction, you'll find the outer sands, further still to meet the sea. Past the sea is the horizon, and the horizon can only be seen and not touched. Is there anything more than all of this? Drumbirds are incredibly hardy creatures. Actually, now that I look at it, it has a really cute face. That drumbird. Not only does Katsu relish being pounded upon with wooden sticks, but they also have sheltered me from extreme heat and cold throughout our travels. I don't know where I'd be without Katsu. That's nice. More places. Let's check this first. Is this gonna bounce me around? No. Kind of looked like a drum thing or whatever. Maybe I'm only thinking that because I got reminded of drums just now. That looks vaguely birdish. Lonway Jonstein, and you look vaguely birdish as well. Ah, Nova, you have arrived at last. That is to say, greetings. It is good to see you. I am Lonway Jonstein, PhD, and this is my brother, Clonway Jonstein. Clonway, to be honest, is the one you are really here to see. But don't let him get a big head about it. He loves that joke, don't you, Clonway? Nova, have you ever met a PhD before? It means that I am a doctor of Phil. Yes, definitely. Ah, but despite my impressive credentials, I still require the assistance of a nano cleaner. Clonway is sick with the dust. I can observe the sickness with my nano drone, but I am unable to truly clean him. Please, Nova, I can feel his pain. Please, help my brother Clonway. The air is thick with the presence of nanodust. Nova, spark this being and forge a connection. Clean them and change their fate. Shrink forth, nano cleaner Nova. This thing? Also, that's a very nice computer you have there. Just wanted to let you know. Time to do a dance again. Oh? What's with those? Now Nova will face black-colored crystals. Make sure you're not activating Nova's shield when you run into a black-colored crystal, okay? Well, seeing as how I'm only really reacting to the circles on the ground. Oops. I say as I mess it up. But yeah, I'm mostly just looking at the circles on the ground. And the black things don't have one of those, so they don't seem to be a big deal. And I'm gonna close my blinds while I dance into this being. Digital doppelganger. Shadowy thoughts take form within the large and mysterious head. Clonway Jonstein. Well, hello there. Are you gonna accompany me? Lonway Jonstein. Nova, it's me, Lonway. Lonway Jonstein, PhD. Communicating with you via my nano drone. I thought I might be able to assist you, as I am familiar with Clonway's mindscape. You see, Clonway has the ability to create shadow beings within this realm. You may need to use this to your advantage. Okay. Hey, that looks like a human being. Well, howdy, I'm the lab assistant. Right up this way is test chamber 1. To the right is test chamber 2. And 4. I think I don't have access there. Okay. Ooh. I see. Do I need to, okay. I was wondering if I'd have to keep him there. But I don't. I'm not gonna assume that him touching that shit is gonna be bad. Yay. Whoops. I probably have to switch sides with him. I see, I see. Oops, shit. I accidentally got rid of the thing. And I also can't get over there. Wait. Him touching that thing turned it into that thing. Okay, interesting, interesting. Whoops, don't touch that. And now I guess I don't need him anymore. That thing also mustn't touch that. Okay. Oops. I got careless. Even though Virgil keeps telling me to not get careless. Wait, yes. Almost got it. And there we go. Can I touch that shit? Yes, no problem. I guess I should have collected that gem, because I'm not full on dust anymore. Oh well. Clonway Jonstein. Hi, Faye. Long time no see. Faye McCool. Right. Do people still say that dorky phrase? No, of course not. It was a joke. Because of how long it's been since we've hung out. Right. So, have you seen any nice motorcycles lately? Yeah, for sure. Hey, listen, Clonway, sorry to butt out, but I gotta be going now. Catch you later. Oh, yeah, me too. Ish, I can't believe I used to hang out with that nerd. Oh dear lord, that was painful to watch. Wasn't it, Nova? Clonway can be so clueless sometimes. But no matter, it's no skin off my nose if Clonway wants to embarrass himself. Let's just continue to the dust crystal. Oh, Clonway, could you get out of the way? No, you won't? Of course you won't. Sorry, Nova, I guess you'll have to take care of this on your own, too. No problem, I guess. Just had to test, you know. So much nice dust. Oh, no, I don't want to kill him. Do I have to? Can't I touch him? Ah, I can't touch him. I see. Okay. I guess that's the first thing I should have tried. Ha! Oh, well, I guess they are only manifestations and not super real, right? Okay. Interesting. Okay. Time to check out 2 and 4, I guess. Nice music, by the way. This is test chamber 2. Further down the hall is test chamber 4. What? Chamber 3? Haha, we don't talk about chamber 3 here. Okay. Ah. I see. So wait. Let me try something. Okay. But then why do they have to be different colors? I guess just to designate which one interacts with which. Yeah, that's obvious actually. Can I somehow avoid killing you? I think I have to. But how? I mean, I guess I just have to open the... I mean, I opened the door, so I guess I can come back here from the other side. Ouch. Damn it! Took 2 hits there. Like a loser. Let me not kill you, just out of the kindness of my heart. Yeah, can't get you there. So I guess I gotta have him do his bad touch. No, wait, he can't. Ah, I see. First I gotta pull you out of here. And then I can lure you. Take your time. Not like I'm trying to accomplish something here. Oops. What do we do? Do I want all of these things to become colored? Can't I just do this? No, wait, then they would all attack me, I guess. Guess I didn't really need to cover that. Okay. Oh shit. I'll be fine. It'll be cool. I guess I can just lure them all here. And go. You'll never catch me alive, or dead, or at all. Hello, another nice encounter, I'm sure. Hey there, I don't think I've seen you around here before. Ray Boat Shoes, huh? Howdy, hi, I'm Ray Boat Shoes. Pleased to meet you. Wow, are you a real life PhD? That's so cool. I just moved here from out the eastern outer sands. Oh yeah? Haha, that's neat. Wow, you must be so smart. I hear you are a scientist? What are your favorite colors of bubbling liquids to put in your test tubes? Well, that's not really how science works. Wow, this Ray character really thinks I'm something. But I'm just a huge dork idiot. Ray must be an even bigger dork if she looks up to me. Oh, haha, Ray, I'd better get going. I've got some test tubes boiling over, you understand? Oh, of course. Toot toot, clear the way, everyone. Important scientist at work. Get me out of here. Sorry about all these interruptions, Nova. Clunway's mind must be a bit of an on the fritz, creating all these silly shadow shows. Just try to ignore this nonsense. Looks like there's some psychological problems, maybe. What? Not again. Well, I think you can get around a Clonaway if you just go, like, to the left and then... Oh, wait, never mind. What? Time to do it the slow way around. Sorry! More of this weird stuff. That I can't really do anything with, as far as I can tell. There's definitely something going on here. But I can't really tell what. Another nice checkpoint. That's what we like. Bum 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 bum. 2 points. I guess I wanna get these guys? No, I can't get these guys. I guess I wanna kind of bait that guy to hit the switch down there while I put my friend over... Oh wait, I can't. How do I do this? Ah! Huh. I messed up. I guess I might not have to do it in order. Right. It's probably fine if I just, sorry. If I just do them both. Or rather, not in order, but at the same time, yeah. Once again, trying to make something happen that I didn't need to. Oh, shit. Probably okay to shoot you. Okay, did it. And you now... I guess I just gotta take care of these guys. So touch them all and then take care of them? Maybe? I guess I can do that slowly, one by one. That doesn't work! Maybe it's fine if I just turn them. Ouch, ouch, ouch. What do I do then? Maybe just get all of the blocks out of the way? No? Huh. Are there switches that I'm not noticing? No, I guess I can just take these over. Yeah, I guess I just gotta be careful not to turn them while I'm on that side with my shadowy friend. Ta-da! I'm gonna need another key. I see, I see. Ah! Yeah. Ta-da! Hey, more social stuff. Berinja, hi! Berinja Manju. Oh yeah, hey, Safeway, what was your name again? Oh, Clonway, it's no big deal though. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Clonway, what's up? I was just wondering if you wanted to go visit the radish fields in the west sometime. I hear they're beautiful. I mean, like, together with me, that is. Oh, you and me, like, on a date? Oh, I don't know, I mean, if you... Oh, look, Clonway, you're a really neat person, but I Guess I never thought of you as the dating type. You're always just working in your lab. Have you ever dated anyone before? Well, not exactly. We're very different, Clonway. I don't think we could make each other happy. Well, of course, Clonway was never going to get with Berinja. I'm telling you, Nova, this guy is completely delusional. What could he possibly have to offer someone like them? Look, I may be no cooler than Clonway, but at least I'm realistic about these sorts of things. Never mind, Nova. We're almost to the dust crystal. After Clonway is cleaned, he'll stop playing out these goofy scenarios over and over again. I think maybe you should be a little more supportive or something, you know? Maybe that would help. Get in there, buddy. Yeah, doesn't that feel nice? Oh. I'm so sorry. It's not your fault. Oops, not yet. Still had to get rid of that one, right? I think. Or maybe I wasn't supposed to, so I could get... whatever. Hey. Oops. Okay. Wait, what am I doing? Oops. Huh. I guess I wasn't supposed to get rid of the one on the other side. Yeah, that would have blocked the other guy. Jeez, I forged my own, downfall. Oh well. Now I know. Wait. I guess I could take care of that one later, but, you know. Everything else should be fine, though. Oh, I guess I didn't even need to do this again. Wait. You can go through these. Oh. Oh, right. I guess I just gotta destroy you, huh? Do-do-do. But how? This way. Oops. Oh, we made it. No boss fight this time. Just a boss puzzle, I guess. Right. Nova, are you alright? Oh no, the dust crystal is not dissolving. Okay, I must come clean. Clonway is not my brother. He is a machine I created to compute the outcome of interactions. I intentionally grew the dust inside of him to power his highly complex software. The serum I used to grow the dust must have mutated its chemical structure, and now it is resistant to a transformation. Nova, try sucking up my nano-drone as well. Perhaps I can strategically perforate the dust crystal from inside your vacuum canister. Okay. Well, that should about do it. Time to... And he's dead. And so is the dust. Huh. Ka-ching. Well, at least we got a card out of it. Nova feels the Glandilock seed pulsating inside of her. It channels the center's power, transforming the deadly dust crystal into a card. Haven't read that out in a while. Fine. Perhaps this place, yes, fortified and safe, visually distinctive. What are you doing, lady? Nova, because of my deception, you were put in harm's way. For that, I deeply apologize. I was afraid that if the center found out about my experiments with dust, my laboratory would be shut down. But believe me, Nova, never again will I tamper with these forces. They are beyond my control. No, from now on I will stick to what I know and understand why and understand. Why set myself up for failure and embarrassment? Some pursuits are simply not worthwhile. Some experiments will only cause harm. I allowed myself to get distracted by the Clonway experiment. I should return to my original center assigned research topic. Dream energy. Did you know that one of the most powerful forms of energy in existence is human yearning? I wonder what the power of human yearning could create. I'm very grateful to the type of person who deserves to be created with a PhD. Not everyone deserves to have been created with a PhD, or else they would have been. Guess I can't go inside of your abode. Another interesting bit of lore. Can I open that? It is glowing, all orange and stuff. No. Let me find that musician person again. Because now that I've talked to the person that she mentioned, maybe there's something a little bit different. No, I guess she just told us who he is and didn't actually want to talk to him or whatever. I'm just gonna assume none of these three characters are gonna say anything new here. Hope you're good, house. I couldn't help myself, I had to check. Right, but I still haven't figured out the greatest mystery of all. How the frick to get that one thing? But maybe this is the way. Maybe I just happened to find it. Wow, I think I did. A different perspective can often change even the greatest of problems into the easiest of solutions. And I got another card, I assume. Maybe it's something else. Amazing! Noah found a card. Yay! I think we have 5 now, right? We got this one. Clonway and Clonway. You can learn everything through the power of imagination. Clonway. Okay. Morose clouds. Help! I'm trapped in a flavor text factory. All day long I write humorous little blurbs for your reading pleasure. But at what cost? Well, for the first time in many years, the reclusive proprietor of this diabolical establishment is opening the factory to a select few outside guests. This is my chance. Oh, okay. So we got these 3. And this one. Jade Highway. It's either my way or the highway. Oh, wait. My way is the highway. Ahaha. I presented you with a false choice in order to appease your ego. All while you stayed completely within my control. Ahahaha. Wow. Can't believe I got owned so hard. I guess I have exactly 4. Obviously this one doesn't count. But hey, 4 is all I need. And all I can, like, see right now. Have I gone here yet? I feel like I might have, but I might also not have. So let's check it out. Oops. I guess it's this place with the weird thing that I can't seem to climb. With the sad truth, or sad presumed truth of somebody's potential death. Have I checked out that place? Surely I must have, but I don't think I did actually. Whoever lives here seems to prefer privacy. No one decides to explore elsewhere. Do I? Okay. I mean, usually I respect people's privacy. But in search of cards and dust? Surely. Oh well. Let me go back there, because I think there was another path somewhere back there that I haven't taken yet, maybe? I do like how the momentum carries over into the next area. Makes me feel mobile. Hello, woods-looking area. Don't think I've explored this yet. Ooh, what's down there? I guess I can just walk down down beneath the water. But I can't interact with this. Aha! Oh! Your game was successfully saved. Sweet. Whoa! What the hell is this? Looks massive. I guess maybe it's not quite so massive, but it's still rather large. Ho ho, welcome to the fan cave. We study the work of the Tree Master. Today we're showing a gallery of our members' finest trees. That large tree was done by none other than the club leader Iwasaki. The detailing is divine. When I drift to sleep, I wonder if I'll ever reach that level of skill. You there, you haven't seen a man by the name of Tree Master, have you? We organized this tree sculpture show in hopes he, the world's finest tree sculptor, would show up and offer his advice. But he hasn't showed up. Perhaps we need to do better, yes, we must work harder. Uh-huh. That's definitely the solution. When I joined this club for tree sculptors, I didn't expect people would be so skilled. Ever meet someone who's so into a hobby that you lose all motivation at getting better? Maybe I'll stick to being second-rate and find my own style of expression. I mean, hey, whatever suits your tastes and skills and lifestyle. The Tree Master always says, look into the eyes of a potential patron with confidence. Show them that they must buy your work. But what am I supposed to do when there's no one to look at my work? Well, you know. You just, hope. I just joined the club. I'm still too nervous to touch a pair of shears. Besides, I haven't even finished watching the 80 video training course. Jeez, you need to get on that, man. Even I've seen that shit. You look like you might be the Tree Master or something. But what's over yonder? Oh, I guess that's where I came from. Yeah, that must be where I came from. Is there anything hidden around here? I don't see anything. Hello there. At the center of the garden cave, Nova sees someone gesturing strangely at a tree. What was he doing? Saying a prayer? The person's murmurs begin to crescendo. Oh, great Tree Master, sculptor of the arboreal, stylist of the leaves and branches. Hear the cries of your official fan cave. We study the art of tree sculpting so that we may connect with New Theland, and honor your accomplishments. The man's cries echo through the cave. Nothing I do ever makes the Tree Master turn my way. I've led the official Tree Master fan cave for years, analyzing and disseminating his techniques for the cave's members. But we've never gotten an official response from him, no matter how many letters we've sent. Why doesn't he care about us? Nova, the nanodust, it must be responsible. I can't find any solutions. My mind is a forest and I have lost my way. Please help me achieve clarity. Fix me. Nova wonders if this man really needed cleaning, but it seems best to comply. After all, any nanodust would be danger to New Theland. The air is thick with the presence of nanodust. Nova, spark this being and forge a connection. Clean them and change their fate. Shrink forth, Nano Cleaner Nova. Pew 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 pew. This once more. And again, I didn't see it coming. Ooh, multiples. Shit. I guess they're just closer in, you know, succession than I am used to. So I expected it to be a new mechanic. But it was just, you know, some speed. Come at me, he says. Well, come at him I shall. Schwa. During Laborealis, in a frigid hellscape ship. I was looking at chat for a second just to see if there was anything there, and I didn't notice the text. Shit. It was probably nothing. It probably said, like, if you read this you are dumb, and so by not reading it I am not dumb. Faithless, turn back. Only the disciplined will transcend the snowfield and be accepted into the Tree Master's temple. Uh-huh. Whoa. Do I just want to, I just want to get rid of all of the ice crystals for these guys. Looks a lot more open, this area. What's with you? Dead is what you are, but not before unleashing a bit of hell upon me. Taking revenge, I guess. Ah! Damn. What's with you? Oh, okay, I don't want to suck you up. That's the starting point, right? Let's check the north then. Ah! Northwest. Oh no, a freezing person or something. You're safe now. According to the Fan Cave's trials, I am but a mere C license. Arborealist. My goal? A B license. I won't have to trudge around here anymore. That's good for you. I guess freezing to death doesn't really bother them. Well, I guess there's also no real point in sucking them up, these dust particles, but I will anyway. Yeah, you can't surprise me with your surprise attacks. Ah! Damn. Hey! No! Oh, well, that still hurt me. Oh, can I suck up the chest? No. I can only make it rumble. Can I jump down these things? Yes, I can. No, don't touch me! You're scary! Ah! Phew. Let's try the north-north. And that's... how do I stop these things when I don't have anything to shoot at them? Ah, I guess I can suck them from a distance and they will blow up at the wall. Like, either they just blow up after a time after I start sucking them up, or I just managed to move this guy into a surface and that made him explode. Either way, that could be a solution to use. In the skies above lies the temples of the Tree Master. Only those worthy should step forth. I'm worthy. Some of the snowmen dissented with our nomadic ways. They wanted purpose beyond our lives of solitary contemplation and occasional travel. Well, I suppose they've gotten the purpose they've wanted here. Me and the other snowmen have come from another world. Most of us are just relaxing, but a few have joined Iwasaki's fan cave. I guess such things are to be expected when traveling far from home. Uh-huh. Whoa. Don't touch me. Out of the S-license arborealists, clearly Iwasaki is the strongest. I aspire to be like him, and yet I have not even read a Grimoire bark. Excuse me, I must continue my studies. Can't seem to go in there, even though that kind of looks like a door. I am an A-license arborealist, nearly ready to enter the Master's grounds. Only a few have the S-license to enter, like Iwasaki. Oh, beautiful Iwasaki. How his dedication to the trees shines. He is a man of worth for these sacred grounds. I'm sure there's absolutely nothing wrong with him. Gotta remember to go back and check out those other areas, but what's this? No, don't leave. Or do. Where do you put me? Oh, all the way outside. That's not what I wanted. But maybe this will give me another chance to, Where am I now? Oh, hey, I'm in here. Interesting. An advertisement reads, Best tree sculptor in C-Note. Used across parks and official buildings across the city. Call for more info. Through the window, Nova sees a person eating eggs at their desk. Egg. Newspapers neatly lay in a pile. A Best Father magnet adorns their fridge. A small, neatly trimmed tree sits in a pot near the person. Further into the home, Nova could see some larger trees, each with an exquisite flair. The home looks quite humble, but perhaps this was the Tree Master's home after all. The mailbox near Nova radiates a power. It seems Nova can shrink into it. The mailbox, huh? Get me back in there! Okay. Oh, I'm somewhere else now? Interesting. When I obtained my ESC license, I realized it was because of Iwasaki's teachings, patience and resilience, not the Tree Master. I shall discuss the possibility of a new license only for Iwasaki. Ah yes, the I license. Is this where I just was, basically? Yes. Interesting level design here. Oh. But I'm not done exploring. Oh well, let's suck this up and maybe then go back in from the other angle. Schmorp. Very strange place, Iwasaki Antimon. Nova, as a boy I loved trees. Such rare beauty. How lucky it is to find one in New Zealand. And then I saw the Tree Master, who devotes himself to the art of the tree. I studied his trees and began to send letters of my appreciation, but I never got a response. So I started the official fan cave. Others joined and I led our studies of the Master, in hopes that he would notice us. But the cleaning, it has opened my eyes. I realized I do not need the Master. For in this fan cave, I am the Master. Haha, through my struggles I have gained skill. The fan members, they are not just members. They are my students, who I have been teaching the art of the tree. Thank you, Nova. No longer will the members have to quietly suffer. For I have now become Tree Master Iwasaki. I mean, hey, confidence is a nice thing to gain, right? Could use some of that myself sometimes. And now we're back here. That's handy. Yo, dog. Nice crown you got there. Hello, Nova. Welcome to the Iwasaki Cave of Tree Yards. Thanks to your cleaning, my fans and I have begun to endeavor into an ever deeper realm of tree sculpting. Okay, can I go back in there? Okay. And now we have one extra card. Enduring Laboralis. In a frigid hellscape, loving fans discipline their minds and bodies. There we go. Also gave us another chance to look at this text. Hello. Iwasaki and some others suggested I need to improve my tree trimming fundamentals, that I needed to master the basics before I considered getting closer to the temples. But I'm too cold to even hold the trimming scissors. Brr. That's rough. Ah! What? Ah. I guess I'll get there from the other side. Missing all of my shots. I guess maybe I should have used those ice things to shoot down these fuckers. Ow. Hitting the top of the screen also gets rid of those things, I guess. Yay. Oh jeez. I'll go the other way. Ow. Oh, okay. I thought I'd land on those things. Guess I gotta come at it from a different angle. I am not worthy to leave the snowfield. I must practice my tree sculpting and endure this weather. Iwasaki told me that only when I understand the meaning of a blossoming petal peeking from snow caps will I proceed. So cold. I haven't seen a single petal for the past week. Well, look harder then. Clearly he's not trying hard enough. But now I'm back on the main path, right? I guess I haven't gone this way yet. And I can't. But I don't think there's any more paths to go from up there that I haven't taken yet. So how do I get there? I went to the left path already, that's where I got that key. Huh. I guess I could just try walking on the spikes, that sort of thing. How do I get up there? I don't really see a way. I got this fancy key here. Oh. But nothing to do with it. Yeah. Is there really nothing I can do? Maybe it's another path from a different entrance that I gotta take. That I just kind of missed somehow. Right, I can't go this way. Fairly certain I gotta get rid of this guy over there to open this path, but it doesn't seem to move, to want to move over here. Yeah, and I can't lure this guy over here. Enemies and such don't carry over into other items when I got them in my machine. Right, and okay. This might be the way I need to go. For answers. Kind of wild how I managed to finish this dungeon, I guess, without even seeing any of this. Can I suck these things up? No. Ah, damn it. While dodging the one thing, I managed to get hit by the other. Oh. Looks like those flying things may or may not be invincible. I was right about this. Found a card, yay! So it was all worth it. Alright, and now I'll just go back to the entrance and warp out of here, right? Stop! Oops. Yes. Alright, I guess I'll go hand in those cards, upgrade my thing, and then maybe save and stop for today. Just so, you know, so that we have more to do tomorrow, I assume. Do you guys have anything new to say now? No. Well, at least one of you doesn't. I'm not gonna talk to everyone. Doesn't seem like NPCs often change their dialogue after events have transpired. That's okay. Wonder if there's anything else to see in this forest before I head out. Maybe not. Okay. But, you know, that works for me wanting to call it for today. So I ain't complaining. Get on the road. Oops. I managed to hit my speed up button, which I'm still not sure does anything. But I'm hitting it anyway, because the game was like, yo, you should do that. Huh? Okay. Right, I guess that was always there. Huh? Wait. Oh, right, those are just bouncy pads. For a second I thought those would be card containers or something. Nope, not this way. Which way was it then? If not the main road. Pretty sure this was the first area I went to, so it would have to be connected. Alright, through that way. Through the car wash. The car wash. And there's the hint NPC near the car wash. Or don't remember what the acronym could also stand for. But hey, one meaning is good enough, don't you think? Can I give you my cards and my dust? Greetings. Ayo. Filled it up to 100 again, but I also got some cards. Thank you for depositing dust, Nova. No, thank you for accepting my dust. I guess it would be nice if I could just select to go down all the way from here. No, from any of these levels, like where do you want to go? But oh well, the loading times are quick, so it's not a problem. Maybe I'll talk to my lone friend down here. Okay, guess you don't have anything new to say, even in this situation. Welcome to the prism, blah blah blah. Wonderful, Nova, you have enough cards to upgrade the dust prism. I do. I think I have 6 cards, maybe even 7. Now, of course, it's like 2 or 3. Congratulations, Nova. You have reinforced the dust prism and increased its capacity by 50 units. Continue the good work. Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's 6. The Arborealist rank system is a form of hope incarnate. We must reach even higher as the proverbial tree. We must follow those who we know and stand above us. And in the end, we will be rewarded. A C licenser is overwhelmingly marked by artificiality. A B licenser is self-consistent but lacking perfection. A licensers create work indistinguishable from biotrees. And an S licenser transcends the concept of tree. Wow. Iwasaki Antimon. Or Antimon. Over time, biotrees have become rare in Youthland. We tree sculptors have risen up to fill the void. A sculptured tree is different from a biotree in that it is suffused with the power of human choice. Cool. Now, how do I get more dust? If that wasn't enough to, you know, to free up another area or whatever. By the way, no, I don't. I don't think there was anyone to talk to for a quest or whatever. So I'll just go up here. Stand it up. Maybe I can... No, okay. Actually, right, you can't just save. You have to use these saving points. So let's do this. And that's the end for today. This game's pretty neat. I don't know where to go now, but we'll figure that out next time. Other than that, I'm having a good time. And I hope you had one too, as I bring the stream to a close. Tomorrow's just a regular stream day, I guess. So I hope you'll have me then. And either way, thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out, and have a good one. Bye-bye.